Good morning. This is your daily operations weather briefing, seeing mostly sunny conditions around the area this morning. Once again, warm and muggy, as we do expect a hot and humid day ahead, with heat index values likely getting into the upper 90s once again, and should remain dry as we move through the final day of the work week. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, high pressure still in control over the local area. We will see a few short waves move through the region as we move through the weekend, starting with later this evening. We'll have a short wave firing off some shower and storm activity off to the west and northwest. We will have a chance of some of that making its way into the local area as we get, again, late evening time frame. Current conditions are a few clouds, 25,000 feet, winds out of the southwest at 4 knots, temperature 80 degrees, relative humidity is at 84%. Our current visible satellite, we can see those clear skies locally here. We do have some additional clouds off to the west and southwest. We will see some clouds building in through the day today, becoming mainly partly cloudy through much of the day. Could see a brief period of a ceiling during the afternoon time frame. And then we'll see some additional clouds as that shortwave moves into the area into the overnight time frame. We'll look at the high resolution model for how we expect things to play out. As mentioned, should remain dry as we move through our working hours today. Very minimal chance any pop-up activity occurs today with high pressure in control. But as we go into the evening time frame after 18 local, we do see that line of shower activity well off to the west and northwest, and this may materialize as less of a line and more of just scattered showers and storms as it dives into the local area. But we'll see the model does indicate some weakening of this activity with minimal amount of activity making it into the local area. So just keeping a chance of that, but there is the possibility that much of that dissipates as we lose the daytime heating and we see little to no precip with that. So that's something to keep an eye on as we move through the overnight hours. As we go into the day on Saturday, similar conditions, hot and humid as we move through the day. Very slight chance of an afternoon pop-up shower storm, and once again we'll have another short wave moving through the area, and looks to be maybe a slightly better chance, at least on this model, that some of that activity makes it into the local area late in the evening time frame. Again, some other models do have a similar story to what we'll see this evening, where it's more scattered in nature and not as much making it into the local area. So both nights will carry a chance of a shower storm, and then as we get into Sunday, looks like mainly a dry day. Once again, hot and humid, and may see a very slight chance of a pop-up afternoon shower storm. Outside of that, should see things remaining dry. If we take a look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do expect high temperature up around 88 degrees with southwesterly winds 8 to 13 knots, gusting up to 18 knots, becoming more southerly once again during the later afternoon, with peak gust up around 21 knots. We do have a yellow risk for the heat index at or above 100 degrees. Expecting mainly upper 90s. Could see it briefly hit 100 4 times as we or at times as we move through the afternoon hours and peak heating. We'll see temperatures cooling down into the mid 70s or upper 70s as we go into the Saturday morning time frame, with a low expected around 76 degrees. Do introduce that yellow risk for precip as we move past mainly the 18 local time frame, and we'll carry that till about midnight, with a better chance likely towards the 20 to midnight time frame. But again, could see that dissipate as it approaches the area, but nonetheless that chance will be there, and winds will lighten up as we go into the early morning hours of Saturday. Will bring a slight chance for some patchy mist around the area. Tides running slightly below normal, and as mentioned, could see a brief ceiling around 5,000 feet this afternoon, and then we'll see some additional cloud cover with that short wave moving through in the overnight hours. Saturday, as mentioned, another similar day, hot and humid, heat index in the upper 90s, partly to mostly cloudy at times, slightly breezy. We'll have a chance of that that evening shower or storm with another short wave pushing through. We carry that yellow precip and lightning chance, and we'll carry that into the first part of the Saturday evening time frame, and then that activity should start to wind down as we move into Sunday morning, with a low expected around 75 degrees, and once again a high of 89 on Sunday. Things looking green for weather conditions. Do expect hot and humid conditions once again, with those heat index values likely up in the 90s, upper 90s again. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.